engagement to enhance academic achievement. This is out of the many review literature, I have highlighted this review of the literature, the two review related literature that is done in the year 2002 and 2008. My method of the study, methodology, the present study is qualitative in nature. Primary data was collected through self-developed questionnaire. 200 undergraduate students in Dimapur were chosen for the study by employing simple random sampling. Further, secondary data was collected from books, journals, researches, website, etc. Major findings of the research. Heading 1, students' engagement and academic achievement. 40% of students had a GPA of 71 to 80, 35% scored 50 to 60, 15% achieved 61 to 70, and 10% scored above 80% in their previous examination. 75% of students expressed dissatisfaction with their academic performance. 50 students attended classes regularly, and 70% actively participate in class activities. 65% of students completed their assignments and project on time. 85% of students are involved in extracurricular activities, and 98% sought help from teachers or peers when facing academic challenges. Second major research findings, impact of students' engagement on academic achievement. Under that, 70% of students are dissatisfied with their college academic resources. 50% of students believe their level of engagement directly impact their academic achievement. 94% of students feel that extracurricular activities contribute to their academic success. 92% of students agree that curricular activities enhance their academic performance. 97% of students believe that the teaching styles and methods used by the teachers influence their academic achievement. The last objective, recommendation for improving students' engagement on academic achievement. Using teaching aids like videos and presentations to make lessons more interesting and easier to understand. Give regular feedbacks to help students track their progress and know where they need to improve. Focusing on recruiting well-qualified and passionate teachers who can deliver high-quality education and provide regular assessments and feedback to keep students engaged and motivated. Create mentor-mentee programs where mentors can guide and support students in their academic journey. Offer students support services like academic counseling, mental health help, and organizing extracurricular activities to promote teamwork and leadership. These are the major recommendations given by the students of college students in the Dimapur district. Some of the challenges that the students face in their engagement. Lack of interest is one of the major challenges discussed by the majority of the respondents. A non-inclusive or uncomfortable classroom management, overwhelming contents like too much information or overly complex material leads to disengagement of the students. Poor communication or lack of rapport with teachers badly affects their engagement. Last challenges, limited feedback or infrequent or unclear feedback is also one major area where respondents responded that it reduced their participation and engagement. Conclusion, the study reveals that students who actively participate in their academic activities such as class engagement, extracurricular activities, and social interactions tends to perform better in their academic aspects. This suggests that fostering students' involvement is key to enhancing their learning experiences, boosting academic successes, and preparing them for life beyond academics. Therefore, institutions should implement strategies to encourage students' engagement in various areas to provide lasting benefits in the life of the students. These are some of the references that I have used. This, out of the 200 students. I have taken some pictures which I find it very interesting. Photo gallery 1, this is 2, this is 3. Thank you all so much for your attention.
Okay, thank you, presenter number 2. Now we'll move on to presenter number 3, Yari Mongla. Are you here, presenter number 3? 15 is not there. Just like 5 minutes, okay? Just focus on your main objectives and the findings. Which one? This one?
Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is a study on academic stress faced by college students in Dimapur district. In recent years, stress among the college students has become a significant concern due to its profound impact on emotional well-being and educational outcomes. Stress is an unavoidable part of life. It can arise from both academic and non-academic life. Academic stress refers to the unpleasant psychological situation that mostly occur due to the environmental factors, fear of failure, fear in social comparison, project, class test, examination, unhealthy competitions, excess curricular activities, etc. The objectives of my study are to assess the level of stress experienced by college students, to identify the primary causes of stress, academic stress among college students, to understand the strategies employed by college students to manage stress. The last one, to suggest ways to reduce academic stress among the college students. These are some of the review of related literature. The present study is quantitative in nature. Primary data was collected through questionnaire from 100 college students in Dimapur district. Further, secondary data was collected from books, journals, researches, website, etc. The major findings of the study, findings related to the level of stress experienced by college students. The table shows that majority of the person, that is 48% of the college students, experience moderate stress, followed by 37% of the college students face high stress. The primary causes of academic stress among the college students are 84% of the students often feel stressed due to academic workloads like assignments, class tests, exams, and presentation. Majority of the students were of the opinion that expectations and pressure from parents and family and uncertainty about the future career prospects contribute to their stress level. Limited study material, inadequate explanations, excessive academic workloads, lack of preparation, difficulty concentrating, and being slow learners cause academic stress for many students. Majority of the students were of the opinion that poor university exam schedule with no breaks contribute to their academic stress. 70% of the students were of the opinion that depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and personal problems are major causes of academic stress. So these are the strategies employed by college students to manage stress. Majority of the students regularly take breaks during study sessions and organize study material to manage stress. Most of the students find support from friends, teachers, artificial intelligence, or classmates when dealing with stress and maintain a proper study schedule. Majority of the students spend time with family, friends to manage stress. 90% of the students manage stress by doing exercise, writing journals, listening to music, watching movies, reading novels, playing games, playing sports, physical activities, and by maintaining an optimistic outlook. 65% of the students prioritize rest and proper sleep to manage stress. These are some of the suggestions to reduce academic stress among the college students. Students should engage in activities like exercise, yoga, walking, or listening to music to maintain a positive mindset and enhance overall well-being. Students should know the effective time management skills, maintaining a proper study timetable, and prepare in advance for their lesson, as this allows them to understand the concept more thoroughly. Students should engage in discussion about lesson with their peers, fostering collaborative learning and deeper understanding. This approach can help reduce academic stress by enhancing comprehension and providing mutual support. Students should seek support from parents, teachers, and counselors in colleges should ensure that counselors are available to assist students with their concern. Additionally, colleges must promote participation in extracurricular which can provide a well-rounded experience and reduce stress. The last suggestion, the university must revise the exam schedule to include breaks between the exams. In conclusion, academic stress is an unavoidable part of life, but it can be overcome by proper measures. The educational institution can also play an important role by providing access to counseling service. Ultimately, the combined efforts of the educational institution and students can foster a more balanced, supportive environment, enabling students to overcome stress and thrive both personally and academically. These are some of the bibliography. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So now I invite the next presenter, Lucy K. Sumi. I can put it there. Yeah, focus more on your objectives, methodology, and your findings, okay?
Good afternoon to you all. I'll be presenting on the culture and its interference with value system in India and educational perspective. So India is known for its cultural diversity with deep-rooted tradition, languages, beliefs, and practices that influence every aspect of life, the foundation for its value system passed down through generations. And this value-oriented foundation remain important in our society till now, even though the education system has evolved throughout the years. So when viewed through the lens of education, this cultural richness presents both opportunities and challenges as well. For it to be an opportunity or a challenge, it depends on how the value systems are transmitted, sustained, or adapted within the educational framework. So the objective of this explorative study, basing on the secondary sources, is to assess the factors affecting the educational fields and influenced by the crisis in value system emerging from culture. So we shall look into the challenges in integrating cultural values in modern India. The first is collectivism versus individualism. Second is religious and moral values. The third is standardization versus cultural relevance. Fourth point is English medium education and gender and caste. Now we have education as a tool for cultural preservation and transformation. So through the education in India has a dual role of preserving cultural heritage while fostering critical thinking and adaptability of new social relatives. So through the following points, education is used as a tool for cultural preservation and transformation. The points are multicultural education, value-based education, moral education, and global competencies. And we also have globalization and its impact on cultural values in India. Globalization has had a profound impact on the Indian education system, particularly in urban setting where the value of competition, material success, and individual achievements are often emphasized. This can lead to erosion of traditional values and opportunities for synthesizes. Now we have the cultural crisis in India. I would like to give a brief introduction on the cultural crisis. So cultural crisis refers to a situation where fundamental values, beliefs, and practices of a society are challenged or threatened, leading to a sense of distortion and conflict over identity and direction. This results from factors like globalization, technological changes, or political conflict. So India has experienced a cultural crisis and complex phenomena marked by the erosion of traditional values, tension between modernization and traditions, and the presence of globalization. So this cultural crisis implications not only for the identity of individuals and communities, but also for social cohesion, political discourse, and economic development. Now, let's see the key factors contributing to the cultural crisis in India. Number one is globalization and westernization, urbanization and migration, technological advancement and mass media, identity, politics, and communal tension, economics, inequality, and consumerism. Now we have the impacts of cultural crisis on Indian society. So one of the most significant outcome of the cultural crisis is a crisis of identity. And many Indians, particularly the younger generations, feel caught between traditional values and modern aspirations. So this tension is intensified by the pressure of conform to global norms while maintaining a connection with one's cultural roots. It causes cultural ambivalence, and through this erosion of social cohesion, such as loss of traditional knowledge and system, conflict between traditional and modernity, addressing the cultural next is addressing the cultural crisis, pathway to reconciliation. To address India's cultural crisis, it is essential to strike a balance between preserving cultural heritage and embracing modernity in a way that is exclusive and sustainable. So through the following points, the cultural crisis can be reconciled. Such as cultural revitalization, inclusive development, promoting pluralism and tolerance, and reimagining education. So in conclusion, it can be said that education must act as a medium that preserves the richness of Indians' cultural heritage while preparing students for the challenge for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. So we'll move on to the next presenter, Alokali Kiaye. Our topic is Innovations in Higher Education and Crisis in Educational Technology in India, in the Department of Education.
Good afternoon.
You can go to the slideshow.
India has one of the largest higher education system in the world, with over 1,000 universities and more than 40 colleges. Despite significant growth in enrollment rates, particularly among marginalized communities, challenges persist. Issues such as quality assurance, outdated curricula, and inadequate infrastructure are prevalent. Many institutions struggle to provide relevant and modern education that meets the needs of today's job market. Furthermore, there is a notable disparity in access to quality education between urban and rural areas, leading to a gap in opportunities for students across different regions. Importance of educational technology in enhancing and teaching. Educational technology is important for improving higher education in India. Personalized learning. Students can learn at their own pace and find resources that suits their learning style. Provide resource, encourage collaboration, reach more students. Educational technology is crucial for fixing the problems in higher education and preparing students for job. Innovation in higher education. Online learning platform like Swayam and MOOC have grown rapidly. They allow students to take course online from anywhere, making education more accessible and flexible. For example, I can take a computer science course from home and learn at home at my own pace. Blending learning. This method combines traditional classroom teaching with online course. Skill-based education. There is now more focus on teaching practical skills that students need for specific job. This type of education, like vocational training, helps students gain the skills that industries are looking for. Collaborative learning. With the help of technology, students can work on group projects or share knowledge with each other, even if they are in different locations. Case studies of successful innovation. IITS and IIMS. Open University models. Challenges in educational technology. The first one is digital divide. The second one is infrastructure issue. The third one is quality of content. The crisis in educational technology in India are, number one, despite digital divide. Many people in rural India do not have access to basic things like high-speed internet, electricity, and digital device. Reports show that only about 25% of households have internet access. This creates a big gap between wealthy students who can use online learning and those from poor community who cannot. Quality and teaching method. The quality of online education is often questioned. Many online courses are boring and not interactive, which can make it hard for students to stay engaged. Also, teachers often do not know how to use technology effectively in their teaching, which can lead to problems when traditional methods do not match tech-based learning. Regularity gaps. The rules and regulations for online education in India are not keeping up with the fast changes in educational technology. As a result, students may receive poor quality content or certificates that are not recognized. Teacher training and preparedness. Many teachers in higher education have not received enough training to teach using digital tools. Because of this, they have often struggled to use technology effectively in their classes. High drop rates in online learning. Online courses like MOOCs are popular, but many students do not finish them. Many find it hard to stay positive when learning on their own, and without classmates to interact with, they feel isolated. The lack of guidance and support also make it difficult for students to complete their course. Cybersecurity and data privacy. As students and e-tech companies use more digital platforms, concern about data security and increasing. Many platforms do not have strong protection, leaving both students and teacher information vulnerable. Commercializations of education. The rapid growth of private e-tech companies raise concern about education becoming a business. With expensive subscription fees and costly courses, many low-income students cannot afford education. The focus on profit can sometimes hurt the quality of education. Lack of research in e-tech. There is not enough research on how effective educational technology is for improving learning in India. Many schools adopt new technology without knowing if they will actually help students learn better. Overall, the crisis in educational technology in India highlights the needs for better access, quality training, and effective regulation to ensure that all students can benefit from the advantage that technology can offer in their education. Government initiative. National Educational Technology (NETF) focus on the integration of technology in education. Digital India campaign efforts to enhance digital infrastructure and literacy. Future direction. Balancing online and offline learning to create flexible learning environment. Investment in infrastructure. Needs for better technology access in remote area. Focus on teacher training, equipping educators with the skills to use technology effectively. In conclusion, innovation like online platform and blended learning are making education more flexible and accessible. However, challenges like the digital divide and over-reliance on technology needed to be addressed. Solving this problem is crucial for improving the quality of higher education in India. Teachers, students, the government, and tech companies should also work together. By doing this, we can make sure everyone has access to technology, keeping students' information safe, and help teachers use digital tools better. This will make higher education better for all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alokali. So the next presenter is Ikon Beni with our present topic, Innovations in Evaluation of Learners Post-NEP 2020 in India. And she's from the Department of Education, St. Joseph University.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be presenting on the innovation in evaluations of learners post-NEP 2020 in India, a futuristic perspective. Introduction. NEP 2020 emphasizes the need for a shift for traditional examinations method to more comprehensive and continuous evaluation techniques. The policy recognizes assessment should not merely measure rote memorization but should foster critical thinking, creativity, and problem-solving skills. The shift aims to create a more student-centric and competency-based approach to learning. Key innovations in learning evaluation post-NEP 2020. Number A is formative assessment. Continuous evaluation. NEP 2020 advocate for continuous and formative assessment instead of high-stakes summative exams. This involves ongoing assessment that evaluates student understanding and skill throughout the academic year. Number B is competency-based assessment. Skill development focused assessment are being designed to evaluate competence rather than content knowledge. This shift ensures that learner develops critical skills such as analysis and applications of knowledge in real-life context. Number C is project-based. Number D is use of technologies in assessment. Implementation change. While NEP 2020 offer a progressive framework for learner evaluation, several challenges need to be addressed for effective implementation. Number A is teacher training. Teachers require training in new assessment methods, including formative assessment, competency-based evaluation, and the use of technologies in assessment. Continuous professional development is essential to equip educators with the necessary skills. Number B is technological infrastructure. Many schools, especially in rural areas, lack the technological infrastructure need for digital assessment. Investment in digital resources, internet connectivity, and training is crucial. Number C is residencies to change. Shifting from traditional examination practice to innovative assessment method require a cultural change among educator, parents, and teachers. Residency to change can hinder the adoption of new practice. Futuristic perspective on innovations in learner evaluation. Number A is personalized learning pathway. Number B is integrations of augmented and virtual reality. Number C is collaborative assessment. Number D is AI-powered predictive analytics. Challenges in evaluations of the learners in India. Number 1 is rigid examination system, focus on rote learning. Traditional assessment predominantly emphasize memorizations and rote learning, leading to superficial understanding. This approach limits students' ability to think critically and apply knowledge. Number 2 is limited assessment method, lack of formative assessment. Many schools focus mainly on summative assessment, neglecting continuous formative assessment that students understanding throughout the learning process. Number 3 is teacher preparedness and training, insufficient training and assessment techniques. Many educators lack training in modern assessment practice, resulting in ineffective evaluations method. Teachers are often not equipped to design assessment that foster critical thinking and creativity. Number 4 is infrastructure limitation, lack of technological infrastructure. Many schools, especially in rural areas, lack access to essential technologies tools for digital assessment, making it difficult to implement modern evaluations method. Number 5 is diverse learner needs, inclusivity challenges. The traditional evaluation system often fail to accommodate diverse learning needs, including those of students with disabilities, varying learning styles, and linguistic background. Solution to address challenges in evaluation. Revamping the examination system, move towards competency-based assessment that evaluate critical thinking, problem solving, and practical skills. Incorporate continuous evaluation methods such as quiz, project, and presentation to assess student understanding throughout the academic year. This reduces reliance on high-stake exam. Number 2 is diversifying assessment method. Use a variety of assessment types, including project-based assessment, portfolios, and practical examinations to a broader range of skills and knowledge. Foster a culture of self-assessment and peer evaluations to promote reflection and collaborative learning among students. This can help them develop metacognitive skills. Number 3 is enhancing teacher training and support. Number 4 is improving infrastructures and resources. Number 5 is fostering inclusivity in assessment. In conclusion, the evaluations of learners in India face multifaceted challenges that require systematic change and innovation solution. By revamping assessment method, enhancing teacher training, improvement in infrastructure, fostering inclusivity, and promote a cultural shift towards holistic education, India can create a more effective and equitable evaluation system. Emphasizing the importance of critical thinking, creativity, and real-world applications in assessment will prepare students for the complexity of the 21st century workforce and contribute to their overall development as a lifelong learner. Assist to topic of innovations in learner evaluations, both National Education Policy, NAP 2020 in India. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Konbeni Nguli. The next presenter, Adila Imchen, from the Department of Education.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This is a joint paper. The topic for this is an innovative methods for the formation of attitude of teachers in school of the 21st century. Now, the introduction here is, when we talk about attitude means that implies, a person's feelings, behavior, and commitment to the profession. If the teacher are intellectually alive and take keen interest in their job, then success is ensured. But if they lack and cannot give their hearts to the profession, then the system is destined to fail. The objective of the study is to explore the innovative methods in teaching learning process, to study the attitude of teacher towards class learning, and the methodology that I use is the present study using a descriptive research approach. These are the innovative methods that influence the attitude of teacher, ITC integration and digital literacy, using of Diksha, platforms like Diksha that offers teachers access to digital resources, and also teachers are trained in using tools for classroom management. ITC also helps the teacher to change their attitudes more towards digital learning. Next will be the blended learning and hybrid models. The schools have adopted different models like models of blended learning, like where teachers can use different platforms, Zoom, Google Classroom, and Swayam to supplement face-to-face teaching. So blended learning has not only influenced or encouraged students, but also encouraged the teachers to develop adaptive and innovative attitudes towards the improvement of education. The next is the cultural responsive teaching. That is, as we know, that India is a multicultural lingual society. So this cultural responsive teaching helps to recognize the different backgrounds of the students, and also the teacher can adopt different types of teaching methods basing on those different multilingual and the multicultural background of the students. We have the collaborative learning and professional learning communities, which is called PLCS. PLCS are mostly established to provide different types of platform for teacher to share the best practices, and also the teacher can discuss challenges, and they also create different solutions to the students. This not only helps the teacher, but it also helps the attitude of learning, accountable, and mutual support. And also it helps the teacher to share their expertise in collaborating on problem solving, community-driven approach to make education a reformative aspects. Now we have the community-based learning and local contextualization. This involves the understanding of the local context, including the socioeconomic background of the students, as well as the integrating of the knowledge into classroom instruction. It also develops a positive attitude towards learning. It will help the teacher to appreciate the value of community knowledge, and also it encourages the students. Students' engagement and learning becomes more lively and more relevant to the lives of the students. The last one is the gamification. This gamification in education is gaining a popularity in order to bring a learning outcomes and also the students' engagement and motivation. So it also helps the teacher to encourage using of different game-based techniques like Quizy or Kahoot, Byju's learning, etc. Gamification has shifted teachers' attitude towards learning as a fun and engaging process, making the classroom experience enjoyable for the student. So this is the conclusion. 21st century educational landscape requires teachers to develop attitudes that are adaptable, reflective, and student-centered. It also helps shaping the attitude of teacher for fostering innovation, inclusivity, and adaptability in schools. By leveraging this method, school can create an environment that not only supports teachers' professional growth, but also foster forward-thinking attitude and bring challenges and opportunities to modern education. And it also leads to improved teaching practices, makes better students' outcomes, and also it brings a very dynamic and inclusive school culture. So this is the reference. Thank you.
Thank you, Adila. So we'll move on to the next presenter, Vinuzo. You can take your time.
afternoon, everyone. My topic is on innovation in economics of education, a planning perspective. Moving on to the introduction, as we all know, education has long been recognized as both public and a private good. From planning perspective, it plays a dual role. It plays as a driver of economic growth and as a tool for social equity. Some key innovations in the economics of education, it includes human capital theory beyond schooling years. Under this theory, it has expansion of human capital theory, return of investment, ROI models, cost-benefit analysis and impact evaluation. Educational planning through cost-benefit analysis, random controlled trials in education. Next innovation is on public-private partnership and blended by financing models, expansion of private-public partnerships in education, blended financing for e-education. Continuation for innovations, it includes performance-based funding, under which it includes linking funding to outcomes, merit-based scholarship and vouchers. Next innovation is on technological innovations and cost efficiency, EdTech integration for cost efficiency, data-driven planning. Labor market aligned and skill-based education, skill-driven education models, vocational and technical education. Two more innovations includes inclusive and equitable financing models, targeted subsidies and conditional cash transfers, decentralized education financing, higher education and research-based funding models, innovations in higher education funding, research and development funding in education. Education planning is essential for ensuring that resources are allocated efficiently and equitable to achieve desirable education outcomes. Some of these challenges affect how educational systems are designed, funded, and delivered, often leading to trades-off between access, quality, and equity. Some challenges in planning for educational innovations are equity versus efficiency trade-off, sustainability of public-private partnerships and blended finance, technological disparities, data privacy and security. Moving on to the next topic, futuristic perspective, innovation and economics in education. It includes artificial intelligence in planning and evaluation, blockchain for education financing, universal basic education funding, green financing for education infrastructure. Next is the challenges in education planning from the perspective of economics of education. Resource allocation and efficiency challenges. It includes scarcity of resources, cost efficiency, inadequate investment in educational infrastructure. Next is the equity challenge. Inequality in access of education, gender inequality, inclusive education for marginalized groups. Next is the quality challenges. Challenges in quality, teacher shortages and low quality of teaching, curriculum relevance and skills mismatch. Next challenge is the financial challenges. It includes sustainable of education financing, regressive financing models. Next challenge is the political and institutional challenges. It includes political instability and educational policy, institutional capacity and governance. Next challenge is the demographic and social change. It includes population growth and demographic pressure, rising demands for education, aging population in some regions. Technological challenges. It includes the digital divide, inequality access to technology, teacher training and technological use. To address these challenges in educational planning, we need to increase the public investment in education, promote public-private partnerships, introduce progressive funding mechanism, implement data-driven planning, strengthen teacher training and professional development, promote inclusive and equitable education, align education with labor market needs. Lastly, the conclusion. In the conclusion, Innovations in the economic of education are transforming how we approach the planning and financing of education system. However, the successful implementation of this innovation requires careful planning to balance efficiency with inclusivity, ensuring that no student is left behind. As we move toward the future, education planners must embrace this innovation while addressing the challenges they present to create a resilient and forward-looking education system. These are the reference for my topic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So next presenter, Ili Yepto from Department of Education, St. Joseph University.
Good afternoon, everyone present here. The topic for my presentation is Cultural Innovation in Learning Styles at Higher Education in Interface with NEP 2020. Introduction. Cultural background profoundly influences how students approach learning process, information, and interact with educational content. In higher education, where students often come from a variety of cultural backgrounds, learning styles are not universal. These styles may be reflective of collective or individualist learner cultures, language backgrounds, social norms, and educational systems. Cultural backgrounds influence in students' approach. Collectivist versus individualist learning styles. High context versus low context communication. 3. Innovative pedagogical approaches to accommodate diverse learning styles. Number 4. Fixed classroom and blended learning. Technology as a cultural mediator in learning styles. Number A, learning management system. B, collaborative technologies. Number C, artificial intelligence and personalized learning. Coming to the next topic, that is cross-cultural collaboration and exchange programs. So universities are also fostering cross-cultural collaboration through study abroad programs, exchange programs, and collaborative research initiatives that expose students to different learning environments and styles. These programs aims to increase cultural awareness and sensitivity among students by immersing them in different educational and cultural contexts. Encourage the exchange of pedagogical practices between institutions, leading to the adaptation of innovative teaching methods that cater to a wider array of learning styles. Challenges in implementing cultural innovation. Number A, resistance to change. Number B, resource constraint. Number C is cultural sensitivity and awareness. Cultural innovation in learning styles in the perspective of NEP 2020. So under this, the National Education Policy NEP 2020, introduced by the Government of India, marks a significant overhaul of the country's education system, placing strong emphasis on inclusive, multidisciplinary, and flexible learning. Number 2, one of its central aims is to foster holistic development through education that is rooted in Indian values and culture, while simultaneously adapting to global trends and innovations. Alignment of NEP 2020 with cultural innovations in learning styles, that is, number is focuses on holistic and multidisciplinary learning. Number B, flexibility and student-centric learning. Challenges in implementing cultural innovations in NEP 2020 framework. Number A is infrastructural and technological gaps. Number B is teacher training and cultural sensitivity. Now coming back to the another subtopic, that is detailed analysis of cultural innovation in learning styles in Nagaland, cultural context of Nagaland and its impact on learning styles. Number A is oral tradition and learning. Number B is respect for autonomy and elders. Next, cultural context of Nagaland and its impact on learning styles. Introduction of technology in learning, holistic and experimental learning. Now, the next subtopic, that is challenges in implementing cultural innovation. Number A, access and equity. B, balancing tradition and modernity. C, language barriers. Conclusion. Cultural innovation in learning styles in Nagaland are at a crossroad where traditional educational values based on oral traditions, communal learning and respect for authority are being merged with modern educational innovations like digital learning, experimental education and culturally responsive teaching. So the future of education in Nagaland lies in continuing to develop culturally sensitive, technology-driven and student-centric approaches that honor the region's cultural diversity while preparing students for global opportunities. So addressing the digital divide and enhancing teacher training will be critical for fully realizing the potential of this cultural innovation in education. That's all, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So next presenter, Linoka from the Department of Psychology and Counseling.
Should I take this? Okay, a very good afternoon to all of you. This afternoon, my presentation is on mapping the relationship between identity statuses and religious orientation as scoping review. So in this presentation, what I'll be doing is I'll be highlighting the key findings for my scoping review on the relationship that exists between these two these two variables, which is identity statuses and religious orientation. Now, identity and religiosity has been understood from different perspectives. However, in my study, I'm looking at these two variables from the theoretical perspective of James Marcia's identity status and Alpert and Rose's intrinsic and extrinsic orientation, as well as Batson's quest orientation. In this study, Erikson's framework plays a very important role because he focuses on the 5th stage of psychosocial development, where he talks about identity versus confusion, where he says that in this stage, many adolescents especially, they are very confused, or they are trying to figure themselves out of who they are, what they believe in, and all of those sort. He also talks about the role of religion, the importance of the role of religion. He says that religion can provide like a grounding factor for the adolescents because they are very confused, and the beliefs or principles that a religion can offer can provide like a guidance for them when they are confused. So we can see that religion can play, according to Erikson, religion might play a detrimental role in shaping the identity of adolescents, especially when they are in a state of confusion or trying to figure themselves out. Now, James Marcia took upon this theory and he further elaborated on this theory by introducing the identity statuses, where I will not elaborate much, but he talks about 2 dimensions where there is exploration and commitment, and he further divides this into 4 status, which is identity achievement, where you have figured out your identity, moratorium, where you have not figured out, but you are exploring, and foreclosure, where you have committed to your identity, but based on what your family members or what your teachers or what your environment says about you. And the last one is identity diffusion, where it talks about you don't care. You don't care who you are, what you are, and you're just floating, okay? So that's what identity diffusion is about. Now, when it comes to religious orientation, Alpert talks about extrinsic religious orientation, where we use religion as an instrument for our own benefits to some extent. And intrinsic orientation is about really imbibing whatever beliefs or spiritual beliefs that we have and really living it out, and the external factors does not move you or shake you. The last one is quest religious orientation, where it talks about people that are still exploring about where do they stand in terms of their religious beliefs. Now, when we talk about the relation that exists between these 2 variables, we are trying to understand how does this categorical variables intersect or influence one another, or do they interact with one another? That's the main premises of the whole study. Now, the objective of this study is just a scoping review, so we are looking at the body of literature that are in existence when it comes to the relationship between identity statuses and religious orientation. The second objective is we are trying to see what are the influences, what influences this categorical intersection of identity statuses and religious orientation. And the last, we are looking at the gaps. What are the gaps that exist in the existing literatures, and what can we further explore? When it comes to methodology, I have used the ArcSys and O'Malley's framework, which is specifically used for scoping review. So the stages here is first we look at the research question, then we identify relevant studies, then we look at the study selection and we chart the data, and last we collect, we summarize, and we report the data. So the bibliographic databases that were searched was ERIC, Sage Journals, Taylor and Francis, and Science Direct. And the inclusion and exclusion criteria here is we are focusing on identity status and religious orientation, and we are not going beyond these variables. However, there are some nuances to it. The second one is empirical studies. We are focusing on empirical studies and discarding systematic reviews or conference proceedings and all those. And the third inclusion criteria is we are focusing on adolescents and emerging adults or young adults, and we are leaving out population that falls beyond that. And the last one is we are looking at studies that have been published in the last 30 years. So we have to extend I have to extend the time frame because there are very limited studies that have been done on this particular topic.
Excuse me, can you go to your main findings summary?
Yes. So now we come to the key findings here. In the key findings, we see that there are 20 and 17 is quantitative, 2 is mixed and qualitative, and out of these 3 is longitudinal study. Now, patterns and trends we see here is that there exists a relationship between this identity status and religious orientation. First is achieved and intrinsic religious orientation. The second, we see there's a relationship between moratorium and quest. We also see that there is a relationship between foreclosed identity status and extrinsic as well as diffuse and extrinsic religious orientation. Another finding is also we see that there are so many things that contribute towards what kind of identity status you have or the religious orientation. For example, the school that you go to, the kind of parenting styles that you have, your cognitive processes, the socio-cultural context, all of those factors contribute towards the identity status and religious orientations of individuals. Now, looking at the gaps, we see that there are limited studies on identity status and religious orientations, and there is need for more exploration. Another notable gap is the theory is does not place much on the context, so there is a need for that. The next one is there is more mixed review when it comes to foreclosed identity status, so there is a need to explore on that. The next one is majority of the study is done on Western context, so we need to look at it from a non-Western context as well. And the last one is there is a lack of methodology, which means most of the studies are quantitative studies, and as we know that identity and religiosity is a complex and multifaceted subject, which is why there is a need to be more, to have a comprehensive understanding by including studies such as qualitative, mixed methodology, and also longitudinal studies. So with that, I come to the end of my presentation. These are the references. Thank you.
Thank you. The last presenter, Ms. Rebecca, Department of Psychology and Counseling. You can just focus on your objectives and findings. Okay?
Good afternoon, everyone. So today my presentation topic is on a study on parenting style and personality traits among adolescents in Dimapur, Nagaland. I'll just give a brief introduction. Family plays a very vital role in child rearing practices. Parenting style refers to all the overall approach or pattern of behavior that parents consistently use in raising their children. Adolescence is when an individual builds the attitudes and beliefs required for engaging in social interaction during this period and to form their personality in preparation for their adulthood. Research indicates that the parenting style can have various effects on children. And also a study conducted by Hassan DT 2024 conducted a meta-analysis titled Parenting Style and 5 Personality Traits in Adolescents. This study provides that parenting style has a more significant correlation with personality traits in adolescents. As a result, authoritative parenting was found to be positively correlated with openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, and agreeableness, and negatively correlated with neuroticism. For the theoretical framework, I have used, for parenting style, I have used Dinah Berman's theory and Big Five personality theory. The objective of my study is to investigate the correlation between parenting style and personality traits among adolescents. Research question: is there any significant relationship between parenting style and personality traits among adolescents in Nagaland? So for the method, the study consists of 200 participants. Simple random sampling method was used in the study. The study adopted a correlational research design to examine the correlation between parenting style and personality traits. The data of the present study was collected through standardized questionnaire and was statistically analyzed using correlational research study.
Can you go to your summary, second last slide? Yeah.
Okay, so the major findings: it has been found that there is a positive correlation between parenting style and personality traits, and authoritative parenting style found to be positively correlated with openness, conscientiousness, and agreeableness and personality traits. The future implication of the study: the study will have the parents in understanding their parenting patterns and will give insight into negative and positive influences of their parenting style that affects adolescents' personality, behavior, well-being, and later adult life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are exactly on time, and without much delay, I would like to thank all the participants, all the witnessing students, faculties, everybody who are present here, listening and taking the important points that from the different presenters, and as a whole from the as a whole common report from all the presenters, when we observe, it's like in most of the topic of this session is about the relationship with education and culture, the media, the new technology, the policy of education, and the social context. And apart from that, we have seen in the last presenters about which relates with the psychological things have to do with the parenting, as well as in the growing up an individual in this society. So in all the presentation, that what we learn is about in most cases what I found was like it's all secondary data, based on the secondary data, except few which are based on the primary data. But through their presentation, it was hard to come to the conclusion or come to the realizations of the applications of the findings, whether those studies that they had conducted were the recent one or the years old or the decades old. That is the confusion. So no matter whether we go for such research activity, we need to very much clarify about the applications of the findings, that at the end we find a generalization of all the findings, so it should be applicable. So in most cases, it was well appreciated of your work, of your uh, of your studies to come to the final papers that you are presented today, which may be related with the culture and education and the existing laws or social ethics that we have learned from your presentation. So at the conclusion, just I want to make aware you about those, as a common point is the applications of the finding, how relevant your study is with the present context, and how practically we can apply your findings. So whatever the research we are doing in the academics, in the social lives, first we need to see the applicability of the findings, the generalization. Okay, so at the end, like, I want to thank all the participants as well as all the students who are witnessing the program, who are
Let's all stand on our feet and receive our special guest. Okay, kindly be seated. Good afternoon, and respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, faculty members, and dear participants. It is my great honor to welcome you all to the valedictory function of the second International Conference on Multidisciplinary Research and Innovation. These 2 days, we have witnessed insightful discussions, thought-provoking presentations, and remarkable innovations, all of which have contributed significantly to the success of this conference. Without further ado, let us begin today's program. We are privileged to have with us Professor A. Ilaya Perumal, Director, National Institute of Technology, Nagaland, to deliver the special address. Professor Ilaya Perumal has been a guiding light for many, and we are eager to hear from him. Before that, as a gesture of our appreciation for his invaluable contributions, we would like to present a token of gratitude to Professor A. Ilaya Perumal, Director, NIT Nagaland. May I kindly invite our VC to present this token of appreciation. Thank you, and now I invite Professor A. Ilaya Perumal to deliver his speech.
Thanks to the Almighty for this wonderful situation. Glory to the God. Respected Vice Chancellor of this St. Joseph University, respected Registrar, respected HODs of various departments and deans of various schools, my dear young students, good afternoon to all of you. It gives me a really pleasure to be part of this function to address before this August audience. I just took over as a director at NIT Nagaland just 5 months before. I am very new to this place. Initially, though it seems to be very hard or something like that, after some time, I realized that so you need to serve the people who are underprivileged. There is no charm in helping the people who are already rich. There is no charm in doing service who are already blessed. So now, in the initial moment, I was from Anna University. That is like a corporate office. I was also director affiliation for all the 500 engineering colleges which are situated in entire Tamil Nadu. When compared to 500 engineering colleges, this NIT Nagaland, it is very small. But having seen this, the geography and history of this Nagaland place, I feel doubly elated. I feel happy. I feel blessed by the God that to serve in this Nagaland state, to uplift the students of this region. As you all know, in our NITs, 50% of the students comes from local. It is 50% is reserved for the local students, and remaining 50% pan-India. So majority of students are from Nagaland. So having gone through this 6 months of experience and having heard about this, the developments of the Nagaland for the past 5 years, or hardly 10 years, I have come here for some 3-4 years before. This main Nagaland road, it was not this much wide. It was a single road. The time taken to reach the Kohima, it is, I think, at least 5 to 6 hours. Now it hardly takes 2 hours. Okay. The kind of development, the infrastructure development, it is taking place at a faster rate. And I was told that still 2 years before, or before COVID, no Amazon is coming here. So now the Amazon delivery is here. In my bungalow itself, they are delivering the products. I am getting all the household items through Amazon. So like this Flipkart, Amazon, only thing is Uber, Ola, it has not come here. Why I am referring this all these things? Now gone are the days that a person having some 100 taxis and drivers. He is called a taxi operator. He used to maintain the 100 cars, 100 drivers, and with all service stations, service requirements, he was making profit, some profit. Now, some people would have heard about the word Ola or Uber, just a technological development. If you have the software with the 10 by 10 room size, he is sitting inside the room, he never owns a car, he never owns a driver, he never owns a service station, he don't have any commitment, he just runs a business and gets double the profit than that one. So this is the product of innovation. Okay, so like this, if you start from your day, starting from day, when you when you wake up, you just wake up in front of cell phone only. Now you cannot see your father or mother there when they are located far away, either in India or abroad. Now you can see, you can talk to them through audio and video calls. And you have to go to the airport by taxi. Then airport, it is well connected. You can book the tickets. Some 10 years before, you cannot book the tickets on your own. Now you can book the ticket at your home at a fraction of a second. The software which is used for booking the tickets, airfare, air ticket, rail or surface transport, it is everything at your hand. It is 1 second, it is a product of innovation. So innovation like this, every corner of your life, starting from morning to evening, the product, the innovated product which controls you, which gives the comforts for you also. Now going to the office or you are going by car, then the post-COVID era, you are attending the class online, offline, sitting anywhere in India or anywhere in the world, you can attend the class. Now business, some people, my friend who is working on supply chain management, what he is doing, he is sitting in a hotel somewhere, which is not to anybody. He just advertised that I am running the course supply chain management. The course fees is $50 or $100. You can register. Across the world, people are registering for that course, just sitting inside the room, just because of his expertise. He is earning $50 or $100 multiplied by 300 participants. See the amount of money he receives. So just like that, he is earning by sitting inside a just 10 by 10 room. Like that, this era, it is a product of innovation or innovation product. You can do business by products, new product development. Okay. So they garner advanced manufacturing, like digital manufacturing, additive manufacturing, like the manufacturing style also has increased. Manufacturing with the artificial intelligence, machine learning, like that. So now, the era, unless otherwise you have a research and innovative mind, you cannot sustain in the world. So with this, so your innovation distinguishes between the leader and follower. A person who is innovating, he becomes a leader. You will take any software giants, Google, Apple, any software giants, they survive only by software product or software services. So your economic activity, economic development, it depends upon your innovative idea, innovative product realization. Now key drivers for all the socio-economic development. It not only gives the economic development, all social development also it becomes of the innovative product development. Innovation has long been recognized as a pivotal driver of economic growth and social welfare. From the industrial revolution to digital age, actually the country started with the industrial revolution, now metal revolution, then green revolution, white revolution, now it is a today of digital revolution. So industrial revolution to digital age, technological and social innovation have reshaped the way the societies function and thrive. The role of innovation extends far beyond the development of new products and services. It influences the very structure of economics, enhances the productivity, and addresses some of the most pressing challenges of the society. In India's rural economy, innovation has played a crucial role in driving growth. For instance, introduction of Farmer Producer Organization, FPOs, has empowered the farmers by providing better access to the markets, technology, and finance. This has led to increased productivity and income for the farmers. The Unified Payments Interface, UPI. So now everybody is very much aware of the UPI. So people want to spend money, they have to get the money from parents or something like that. You have to need to transfer the cash. Now just click on the button, you are transferring the money. Okay. So it has its own advantages, disadvantages, but what I mean to say is the technology has revolutionized the way of our life. And the Unified Payment Interface is a prime example of innovation in the financial sector. Launched by the National Payments Corporation of India, UPI has revolutionized the digital payments in India, making transactions seamless and boosting financial inclusions. Platforms like Flipkart and JioMart have transformed the retail landscape in India. By leveraging technology, these companies have made shopping more accessible and convenient for millions of Indians. So nowadays the young children, whether it is grocery items or food items, just sitting inside the home, they order. Even they are not coming out of the bed. So sitting in the bed, in the cell phone, they click on the button, they order everything, you get everything in the home. So it all depends because of this digital revolution. In modern economic growth models, such as endogenous growth theory, the innovation is treated as an internal factor that drives sustained economic expansion. According to these models, investment in research and development, education, technology are critical for fostering innovation, which in turn leads to higher levels of productivity and long-term economic growth. Unlike exogenous growth models, which attribute economic expansion to external factors like population growth, endogenous models emphasize that innovation and human capital are the core engines of growth. And India has significantly increased its investment in research and development. The establishment of numerous R&D centers by multinational companies like Oracle, IBM, Microsoft has spurred innovation in sectors such as biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, consumer electronics. The consumer electronics, people used to get the blood tests or your health data. So they need to go for hospitals or clinics. Now just electronics wearable, they can measure all their health parameters. So electronic wearable, it is a biggest market. That is a booming market. In everywhere it influences the human way of life. And institutions like Indian Institute of Technologies, Indian Institute of Science, and various Indian Institutes of Science, Education, Research have been pivotal in fostering culture of innovation. These institutions produce a steady stream of highly skilled graduates who contribute to the various high-tech industries, India's advancement in digital infrastructure have been remarkable. The Digital India initiative, which aims to transform India into digitally empowered society, has led to the widespread adoption of technologies related to e-governance, e-commerce, and digital payments. India has become a global hub for startups like Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai ranking among the top startup ecosystem worldwide. The government support through initiatives like Startup India has provided a conducive environment for innovation and entrepreneurship. Their efforts in wind and solar energy have not only contributed to sustainable growth, but also positioned India as a leader in the global renewable energy market. Innovation enhances economic growth through several interrelated mechanisms. First, it increases the productivity by enabling more efficient use of resources. For example, advances in automation and artificial intelligence have led to significant productivity gains in industries ranging from manufacturing to services. When companies innovate, they can produce more output with the same or fewer inputs, driving overall economic efficiency and growth. For example, if you take an automotive car, some 10-15 years before, to get a new model, it will take 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. Now every 3 months, 6 months, you have the updation. The innovation is very fast. The time to reach the market is very fast. The time to reach the consumer is very fast. The feedback is also very fast. Okay, when the product life cycle is very fast, and when the product life cycle time is very less, the innovation plays a major role in expanding the economic activity. Innovation expands the market by creating new products, services, and industries. Consider the impact of digital revolution. Innovation in the information technology and telecommunication have not only transformed existing sectors, but also created entirely new ones, such as e-commerce, social media, and fintech. These new industries generate employment, stimulate investment, and contribute to the economic diversification, which enhances the resilience of economics in the face of global shocks. Innovation promotes competition and entrepreneurship, which are vital for economic dynamism. As new firms enter the market with innovative product and services, they challenge incumbent companies. And now, the outdating mechanism, it is getting more fast. What is yesterday, it is, for example, if your cell phone, if you buy a cell phone today, another 3 months you get a new model. If you buy a car this year, another 3 months you get a new car with a new feature. Whatever may be the consumer products or daily usage products or any equipment, even including your lab equipment, your research equipment, the innovation is fast changing. It gives the highest possibility of adaptation. So, compelling them to improve their offerings and reduce the cost. This competitive pressure fosters a cycle of continuous improvement and innovation, driving economic growth in the process. Furthermore, entrepreneurial ventures, particularly in high-tech sectors, often become engines of job creation and regional development. Finally, innovation is critical for addressing long-term structural challenges in the global economy, such as climate change, resource scarcity, and demographic shifts. Innovation in renewable energy, biotechnology, sustainable agriculture are essential for mitigating the negative impacts of these challenges, while also unlocking new growth opportunities. Green technologies, for example, not only reduce the environmental harm, but also stimulate investment in clean energy infrastructure, creating jobs, contributing to the economic resilience. While economic growth is critical objective for the nations, the ultimate goal of innovation is to enhance social welfare and well-being of individuals and communities. So once again, any technological development, it has also some negative impacts. So for example, you have a number of, over the past years, medical technology has improved, number of doctors has improved, number of hospitals has been improved, number of colleges has improved, number of invention has improved. The same way number of diseases also increased. Okay, number of diseases identified. So the human welfare, because of this technology development, the lifestyle disease becomes a major concern. People are not having the original lifestyle. The original natural lifestyle created by God, it will automatically take care of the human's health. Our health, we should have physical health, mental health, and emotional health, and spiritual health. These 4 healths should be maintained. But at the same time, all the 4 healths, it is devastated by this technology development. So we should have clear distinction between the usage of technology development as well as our happy living and comfortable living and peaceful living in the planet Earth. So, while economic growth is critical objective for many nations, ultimate goal of innovation is enhance social welfare and well-being of individuals and communities. Innovation can dramatically improve social welfare through its contribution to public health, education, infrastructure, overall quality of life. When societies innovate, they can address long-standing issues such as poverty, inequality, and access to basic services. One of the most profound impacts of innovation on social welfare is in the field of healthcare. Advances in medical technologies, pharmaceuticals, healthcare delivery system have significantly extended the life expectancy and improved the quality of life. Innovation such as vaccines, antibiotics, medical surgical techniques have eradicated or controlled the diseases that once posed existential threats to the population. More recently, innovation in digital health, telemedicine, and personalized medicine are transforming the way the healthcare is delivered, making it more accessible and efficient. The COVID-19 pandemic underscored the critical role of innovation in public health. The rapid development of mRNA vaccines was testament to the power of decades of investment in biotechnology and medical research. In a matter of months, innovative scientific approaches helped save millions of lives and mitigated the economic fallout of the pandemic. Furthermore, the integration of AI and big data in healthcare is more accurate diagnosis, predictive analytics, and tailored treatments, improving patient outcomes and reducing healthcare costs. Education is another area where innovation plays a pivotal role in enhancing social welfare. Advances in education technologies such as online learning platforms, AI-driven personalized learning, and virtual reality simulations have democratized the access to quality education and skills development. These innovations have the potential to reduce the education inequalities by providing students in underserved communities with the tools they need to succeed in a knowledge-based economy. Smart cities, which leverages IoT, Internet of Things technologies, big data, and AI are the transforming urban governance and transportation and service delivery. Innovation in renewable energy, smart grids, and sustainable building practices are helping cities reduce their carbon footprints and become more resilient to the climate change. These developments improve the quality of life for urban residents by reducing pollution, enhances the mobility, and providing more efficient public services. Additionally, innovation in public transportation such as electric vehicles, autonomous vehicles, high-speed rail are making cities more accessible and reducing the environmental impact of the urbanization. By improving the efficiency and the sustainability of urban infrastructure, innovation can contribute to a higher standard of living for urban populations, particularly in rapidly growing cities in developing countries. Innovation is undoubtedly a key determinant of economic growth and social welfare. Through its ability to enhance productivity, create new industries, and additional societal challenges, innovation drives long-term economic expansion and improve the quality of life for individuals and communities. However, fostering innovation requires overcoming significant challenges, including ensuring adequate investment in R&D, addressing skill mismatches, and navigating complex regulatory and ethical landscapes. Governments play a crucial role in creating the conditions for innovation to thrive, ensuring that its benefits are widely shared and mitigating the risk associated with the technological change. If you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got. Okay, so the entire my presentation, entire my talk, the word many times it is renovation, innovation, innovation, repeatedly got repeated. Okay, so the innovation is the now in today's challenging world, today's situation, it is a key drivers of economic and social development. But one issue with the caution, as I told you, all this innovation has given the comforts for you. Comforts and happiness, it is totally different. By having good comforts, you cannot be happy. But by having good happiness, you can feel that you are comfortable. Am I right or not? So your priority should be happiness. Okay, for that, you should have good physical health first, then mental health, then emotional health, then spiritual health. Please take care of your physical health by not sacrificing your lifestyles, because lifestyle disease is more predominant nowadays. And because of more than the physical diseases, many people are having psychosomatic diseases, which is prevalent among the teenagers, boys and girls, which is very much alarming. There are a lot of statistics which gives a lot of information regarding to this. My dear young boys and girls, please take care of your physical health and mental health, emotional health and spiritual health. You will be always happy. My preference is happy. You should be always have a happy life, and so that when you serve other people, when you take care of others, when you live in others' mind, when you change the others' life, you can be always happy. If any individual is happy, the world peace comes through individual peace. The individual peace, it will give the family peace. The collective family peace, it will give a world peace. And if you want to be happy, you have to be healthy. So assuming that when you are driving in a BMW Benz car, if you have a back pain, you cannot be happy. Okay. So if you want to be happy, you have to be healthy first. Nowadays so if you want to be healthy, you have to be happy. So unless otherwise you are happy always, your happy hormones will not be there, then your health will be disturbed. So please be happy and healthy, and you will contribute to the happy and healthiness of the nation. With this, I will conclude my speech. Once again, thanking the God for this wonderful situation and the Vice Chancellor and Registrar of this university. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful and inspiring words. We now move on to the valedictory address. I would like to invite Dr. A. Robert Xavier, Registrar, St. Joseph University, to the stage for his enlightening words.
Respected Vice Chancellor, our distinguished guest, fathers and sisters of DMMI and DMI, deans, heads of various departments, and my dear students. As we come close to the second international conference on multidisciplinary research and innovations, it is with sense of gratitude and pride I stand and address here today. Over the previous day, we have witnessed an extraordinary exchange of ideas, groundbreaking presentations, and fostering of connections that will undoubtedly shape the future of research and innovation. The diversity of perceptions drawn from various fields has enriched our understanding and inspired us to think beyond the conventional limits of our discipline. As we bid farewell to this remarkable event, I urge you to carry forward the spirit of innovation and collaboration that this conference has embodied. The discussion and ideas shared here do not end with closing of this event. Rather, they serve as the foundation for continued exploration, partnership, and solutions that address the complex challenges of our world. I would like to extend a special thanks to the organizing committee, sponsors, and volunteers who have worked tirelessly to ensure the success of this conference. In closing, I hope that you leave this conference not only with the knowledge, but also with a renewed sense of purpose. Thank you all for your participation and contribution. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. Next, we have the award of certificates. I would like to request Dr. Kikoleho Richa, Assistant Professor, Department of Biotechnology, to kindly come forward and present the certificate to the deserving candidates.
Good evening, esteemed guests, respected colleagues, and distinguished participants. It is my great honor and privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate the hard work, dedication, and exceptional achievements of each participant at this international conference. Over the 2 days, we have gathered here to share our ideas, exchange knowledge, and push the boundaries of what we know in our own fields. This event has been an inspiring testament to the power of collaboration and innovation across borders. Today we come together to acknowledge the contributions of individuals who have truly exemplified the spirit of this conference and made this conference exceptionable. Congratulations to each and every one of you. May this certificate be a reminder of your accomplishment, and may it fuel your drive to reach even farther heights and greater heights in future. Thank you. So to give away the certificate for the best presenter in the category of School of Science, I would like to call our Vice Chancellor to do the honors. The best presenter in the category of School of Science goes to Dr. Pankaj Niyok. Thank you, sir. For the best presenter in the category of Arts and Science, in order to do the honors, I would like to call our sister, Reverend Sister Tinus, to do the honors. The best presenter in the category of Arts and Humanities goes to Miss Yambeni W. Lota. Miss Yambeni W. Lota. Thank you, sister. Now in the category of Best Poster Presenter, I would like to call our today's resource person, Professor Ilaya Permal, Director NIT, to do the honors. So in the category of Best Poster Presenter, the Best Poster Presenter goes to Miss Daruru Taulu. Sister Daruru Taulu. Thank you, sir. To give away the certificates to the paper presenters, now I would like to call our registrar, Dr. A. Robert Xavier, to do the honors. So in no particular order, in the category of sciences, Miss Rachanta O. Rao. Miss Rachanta O. Rao. Next, Pankatang S. Audio. Pankatang S. Audio. If there is anyone, you can come and collect on his behalf. Pankatang S. Audio. Thank you, sir. In the category of Arts and Humanities, I would like to call our conveners, Dr. Devojit and Dr. Lirola Sanctam, to do the honors. Our conveners for this international conference, Dr. Devojit and Dr. Lirola Sanctam. Ms. Supoile. Thank you, sir and ma'am. And lastly, to do the honors, I would like to call our Dean Sir Dr. Rajaganesh to do the honors. Ms. Yar Mongla. Thank you, sir. We are very sorry we could not give the certificates to all the presenters, but in order to save time, we are giving to only the few presenters. So your certificates are ready. So after the program is over, you can kindly come and collect at the registration desk. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for presenting the certificates. Now, to formally express our appreciation to all those who have made this event possible, I now invite Dr. Dibojit Konwar, Professor and Head Department of Economics, to deliver the word of gratitude.
Okay, good afternoon to all. We are coming to the concluding part of today's international conference, second international conference. So many things need to be shared, but to make it short, I have noted down. I am going to propose the vote of thanks. Thank you, Chairperson, very much for giving me the opportunity to propose vote of thanks on occasion of SJU's second international conference 2024. Here present honorable dignitaries, teaching faculties, participants, and students. As we gather from diverse corners of the globe to this international conference on multidisciplinary research and innovation on the theme Trends and Innovation in Academia, it is our pleasure to convey our gratitude to each and everyone in this momentous occasion. It is an honor and privilege to be amidst such a distinguished group of intellectuals. We are gathered here not just an individual, but representing different fields of study as collective academicians committed to pursuing the boundaries of knowledge and fostering interdisciplinary collaboration. The conference showcases the power of innovative thinking and creative solution to complex global challenges and present a unique platform for us to sharing meaningful thoughts, innovative ideas, and explore the evolving landscape of academia. Our conference features an impressive lineup of esteemed speakers, insightful discussion, and poster presentation that will inspire our mindset. We do believe the convergence of ideas from different disciplines can ignite transformative change and progresses and explore the opportunity to save the globe. We convey our deep sense of gratitude to all the higher officials, IQSC cell of our university, led by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor D. Yanadurai, for the inspiration, motivation, and encouragement to the organizing team to make to second ICMRI International Conference successful. We will remain grateful to our resource person, accordingly, Professor Bhagirathi Panda, Director, ICSSR, NERC Silang, Dr. S. Sasikumar, Hunun University, China, Dr. Sanjay Das, School of Agricultural Science, Nagaland University, Professor Ilay Parmal, Director, NIT, Dr. Saad Ahmad Khan, University of Burami, Dr. Katra Balayogi, Vice Principal, Unity College of Teachers Education, for sharing their thought-provoking, insightful, innovative ideas to the gathering. As per our record, 225 participants get registered and presented 102 research papers physically and virtually from different parts of the globe. We encourage and appreciate all the presenters and participants for your active involvement with this international conference. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the organizing committee members, media persons, sponsors, brothers, sisters, non-teaching staff, students, volunteers, and faculties for their contribution which made the conference possible. Your hard work, consistency, and dedication is remarkable, one which created a breakthrough for successful completion of the conference. Let us embrace with the opportunity to learn from one another, share the passion, and explore new avenues for research and innovation to save the globe for the present and future. With these remarks, I conclude vote of thanks. Thanks.
Thank you, sir, for your thoughtful words. Now we have the university anthem, which will be led by the botany department. I request everyone to please stand for the anthem. Now I request the dignitaries, the participants, and organizing committee, as well as the faculties for a photo session. Kindly come forward for the photo session, quick photo session.